Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Harris sleeps on a chair in London after grabbing some pillows from the bed. Sleep with me, Ava teases as she lightly pats the bed. More precisely, in the bed that was next to her. Despite preferring the chair, Harris appreciates the offer. Ava is brought back to a similar circumstance she experienced with Jake, which resulted in love, but this whole problem was caused by her actions after his passing. If Harris experienced the same scenario, she wouldn't be able to take it. Rafe informs Tripp in the questioning room that Jada discovered the pages of his and Wendy's passports. If he does not provide the identities on the false passports, he will be prosecuted with aiding and abetting, as well as obstruction of justice. Tripp declines to assist. Rafe pulls up his phone to call Trask, assuming Wendy is the one who faked the documents. Tripp halted him. EJ accuses Wendy amiably at Demira of trying to hack into his phone to discover proof he attempted to have Ava assassinated. EJ acknowledges setting a trap despite Wendy's best efforts to hide. A defensive Wendy spits. For your information, Tripp didn't even want me to? In response to EJ's suggestion that Tripp set her up to do it. At her admission, EJ grins. Wendy gives up the act and presents the circumstantial evidence against him. She cautions that's a grave error if he still has a hit out on Ava. She claims that Susan wasn't killed by Ava. Your mom is still with us. Wendy explains to EJ how Ava remembers seeing Susan after the crash, despite his skepticism. Wendy must know where Ava is right now, EJ realizes. Wendy adamantly claims not to. EJ dismisses her. Jada coerces Talia into admitting that she slept with Sean in their room above the pub. Jada is baffled by what in the world she was thinking. Jada yells at Talia for abandoning Belle, who supported her when no one else would, when she explains how she met him. Talia sobs. After Channel dumped her, all she wanted was to feel better. She is aware of her mistake because this is her pattern. She makes awful choices that harm nice people. Talia expresses her regret for disappointing Jada as Jada comforts her. She doesn't make Jada angry. She is upset and disappointed. They concur that having each other is a blessing. Jada is confident that Talia will meet someone who will accept her as she is. She exhorts her to wait for them. To allow her sister to sleep peacefully, Talia departs. Sean tells Belle in the square that after getting wasted at the pub, he went to bed in Jada's room to recover. But both Hunter's sisters had late shifts at their jobs. Belle sobs as she expresses to him her concern over not hearing from him. In addition to that, Sean regrets hitting EJ in the face. She is not what he deserves. He is urged not to say that by Belle. But if he doesn't want to assist himself, she questions where they go from here. Sean promises to attend AA, but Belle has heard this before. By asking her to accompany him to a meeting, Sean will demonstrate his sincerity. They bump into Talia as they turn to leave. How did things go with Channel? Belle queries. When Talia reveals that Channel dumped her, Belle apologizes. Talia claims that she is the last person who needs to apologize. When Channel gets home, there are roses in a vase. Then Johnny arrives at the door carrying a new bouquet. He says that he is bringing the rose garden to her until he can take her to the rose garden in Florence next summer. The two of them concur that their stay in Italy was their happiest moment ever. As they approach each other for a kiss, Channel begins to sneeze due to the roses. Johnny gives her a cannoli after she takes an antihistamine that is not from Sweet Bits. After Talia left, according to Channel, they ceased producing them. Johnny observes her changing mood. Talia makes Channel feel horrible, and she fears that Talia may act rashly. Later, while lying on the couch next to Johnny, Channel nods out. He wraps her in a blanket and makes preparations to go. As she gets out of bed, she apologizes for being a total drip. He is not hurt. Additionally, they have a ton of other dates left. She receives a kiss before he walks away. Channel sends Talia an SMS while she is by herself to check on her. Wendy tells Tripp what transpired with EJ at the hospital. She then hears from him about his encounter with Rafe, who coerced him into disclosing the whereabouts of Ava and Harris. EJ discovers Johnny preparing a beverage at the estate. He informs his kid that Wendy was dismissed for spying. She said Susan was still alive, he says, but he doesn't believe her. Jada receives an invitation from Rafe to travel to London to look for Ava. Harris promises Ava that everything will be okay in London. He extends his hand and asks if she believes in him. She confirms that she does as she takes it. They continue to clasp hands as they go off to sleep. Days of Our Lives, one of television's longest-running soap operas, and series overall, made the unexpected revelation that they would be leaving their nearly 60-year home on NBC and only broadcast on NBC Universal's still-young streaming service, Peacock. It seems like only yesterday, even the cast and crew of Days of Our Lives were taken aback by how quickly the transition took place, despite there having been some discussions behind the scenes about it eventually happening. They have been saving months' worth of episodes for what they believed would appear on network TV. As you might expect, there was a mixed response. Some fans criticized the decision, believing it to be the beginning of the end for the long-running drama, while others welcomed the shift. But even though some devoted viewers chose not to follow, a large majority did, and the move of Days of Our Lives on September 12, 2022 was a big success. Peacock's subscriptions increased, and instead of spiraling downward, the erstwhile NBC drama was renewed for 2 further seasons, bringing the total to 2 just before the show's 60th birthday. Back when the first episode struck Peacock, it was a different era. Gabby was the first person Stefan told who was still alive after his resurrection. Paulina was running for governor without knowing that a year later, she would be mayor instead, and Johnny was having an affair with Ava rather than Channel. We are currently witnessing Peacock commemorate the debut of the first popular streaming soap opera with a fun gift for the Days of Our Lives cast members. In a lovely video, Stephen Nichols, Steve, and Mary Beth Evans, Kayla, celebrated the achievement on Instagram. Nichols posted, "Happy 1 year with Peacock to us. I appreciate the tasty ice cream truck, Peacock." The video clip was jam-packed with, delectable information, as when Evans revealed that she was a maniac scooper in addition to having worked at an ice cream shop in the past. In reality, autumn is almost here. That seems like it would make a fantastic horror film. Additionally, Nichols discussed his own connection to the ice cream industry, and Evans told us about her favorite flavors and the reason she doesn't like gelato. For the complete story, listen to the clip below. If you love this channel and love to get more updates about these things, then do subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon that you don't miss any updates so that our every update reaches to you first. Thanks for watching if you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.